All right, this video is going to be going over how to basically get your vise tacked together. We've talked about the plan sheet, and there is a backside too, which might be helpful. But what you're going to need to do this is you're going to need a flat piece of plate metal as your base, because none of the welding booths are level. So we want a nice clean base piece, which is currently outside on the center table. You need several magnets. You're also going to need a jig, and what the jig does is it helps us to have the right distance here. So this jig only has one purpose, and that's just to have that be the right distance. And it can be a little frustrating with the magnets, but I think if it were me, I would first put these two magnets on. These two magnets kind of help it from things falling down. But I want to point out some important things that you might not catch. So one thing that's really important is that if you zoom in down here, you want to be sure that this piece right here is vertical, okay? So it's important that this piece be vertical, so really inspect this well. Also, if you look at this piece, we want to have the gaps here, so you don't want like this. You know, you want to have it, this is 4.75, you want to have it between right there. And so that's important. Make sure this is vertical, and you know, maybe get someone to help you. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this whole thing into a MIG welding booth, or TIG, and you're going to tack. You're going to do tack welds. And when we look at this one right here, you can see I have two tack welds there. You know, two tack welds. What you're going to want to do. And the most important thing is that when you're done tacking it, or as you tack it, you can make adjustments. You can touch it with a hammer. If you do a bad job, now is the time to basically break this free. So in other words, it could just be, if I put it in a vise, I could whack this with a hammer and this piece would come off. You could hit it with a grinder here, but it's really important that when you have this thing done, you know, make sure it's square and nice. For example, on this piece right here, if you look at the angle, this is angled in a little bit down here. It's slight, but you know, it's there. So it's not perfect, this one. So basically, we want to get this tacked, and then after you tack that, we're going to have on these pieces like this. Now, I want to point out something important with this piece. This is a 5-inch long piece, and you really don't want to have this gap here. See that? So I'm going to move this back till it's just about covering it. So this is good. Now flush like this, it's not going to be as easy to weld and penetrate as well. So I want to have it be offset back like this, but not so far that I have this kind of hole right there. Okay, so it's important. So here again, I'm just going to go, you know, a tack weld there, and a tack weld there. And so always refer to your handout, but there's going to be a second piece like this down here, and it would be best to have a teacher look at your tacked vise before you weld it. Last thing I'll say is that this vise is really your final welding project. This is your showcase. And what you want to do is you want to practice on some scrap of similar thickness. Similar thickness to this. That's the secret. Similar thickness. It's 316, so you're going to be, you know, higher voltage. So just practice and have this be your best welds, and not be the student that says, "Oh, it's been a long time since I gas welded. It really didn't turn out that well." That's not what I want to hear. I want to hear, I practiced, I nailed it, and you know, that's what your goal. All right, thanks for watching.